Good day to you one and all, it is I, Justin Hawkins, and this is Justin Hawkins Rides Again. Now, I'm here in Australia, Surfer's Paradise, hence the waves. Can you see those? No? Okay. It's a bit bleached out, I'm sorry. I don't have adequate lighting, I don't have a posh camera, I don't have any... didn't bring a microphone, so this is a bit rubbish. Production value wise, but today I'm talking about Yard Act. Apologies to Yard Act for not being able to do this in my nice studio arrangement, but there's a song called We Make Hits which came out on the 15th of January, and you guys have asked me to cover it, so that's what I'm going to do. Justin Hawkins Rides Again. So my producer heard this song while she was driving and listened to the radio because her Bluetooth wasn't working, and then she discovered them on YouTube, and then quite a few of you began suggesting that I listen to Yard Act. So today I'm going to react to Yard Act. Yard Act, of course, being a British rock band from Leeds. Their debut album, The Overload, was released on the 21st of January 2022, and it debuted at number 2 on the UK albums chart. Never heard of them. They will release their second album, Where's My Utopia, in March 24. Critics have categorised the band's music as post-punk and indie rock, often making use of elements of 1970s Italo disco, 90s hip-hop and early 2000s indie rock. Awesome, okay? I'm all for it. Oh my God, I love it already.
I'll let my friend live upstairs in the spare.
I like that. I'll let my friend live upstairs. It's proper Yorkshire accent. You don't hear that in enough music. Leeds actually is just down the road from where I went to college to do music technology, which was in Huddersfield. It's just down the road, really. We always love playing in Leeds. There's something about Yorkshire and rock that's a really snug fit, works perfectly. But I love this, I don't know, just like really embracing his regional accent.
He needed space and he paid, never relate to our letting agent that we did it.
Okay, that bass line is like... What does that remind me of? It's familiar somehow. It's probably one of those, like the Andalusian cadence or something like that. It's something super common in a particular type of disco or pop, or maybe even folk music. But it's when you combine it with a bloke from Yorkshire talking like that, it's awesome.
The culture would have died, and post-punk's latest poster boys wouldn't have got to ride on the coattails of the dead.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so the lyric is something like...
I just wanna make a point that the culture would have died.
I just want to make a point that the culture would have died if post-punk's latest...
And post-punk's latest poster boys wouldn't have got to ride.
If post-punk's latest poster boys wouldn't have got to ride on the coattails of the dead?
On the coattails of the dead, and claim that their derision is a vehicle for their vision of subverting it.
Oh my God, this is poetry. Wow.
Vision is a vehicle for their vision of subverting it instead.
Vehicle of their vision. I'm gonna have to try and find the lyrics to this. This is the whole thing about that type of vocal delivery. Like if you're not reciting actual poetry, you're gonna expose yourself and basically look like a bit of a tit. But this guy is a great lyricist, I can already tell. Okay, so let's have a look at the... I just want to make a point that the culture would have died and post-punk's latest poster boys wouldn't have got to ride on the coattails of the dead and claim their derision is a vehicle for their vision of subverting it instead. Now subliminal exposure is exploding in your head because you know that we are goading, yeah.
There was one singular ambition we had that most musicians of our ilk aren't willing to admit, and it was to this mantra we would commit.
This is really awesome. It's almost like an origin story for the band, sort of talking about when they were being really honest about what it is they're trying to achieve.
Ain't afraid to get paid on stage. Some fiction, cutting the act is a fact. If you get your backs up at that, you won't be missed.
So basically it's saying that the sort of side benefit of doing something that's actually poetic and emotionally resonant and successful, they're not afraid to acknowledge the fact that the success part of it, or the money and the fame and the wealth and all the notoriety and all this stuff, would be a welcome addition to their millennial lives, and I think what they're saying is, if you don't like that, you can fuck off, which is totally fair enough. Why do people always begrudge punk people from making money? I mean, if you're going to be the voice or the spokesperson for a particular disaffected generation, you might as well get fucking paid for it, because it's not an easy job.
When we were done kissing, we finally formed this band, and we signed to a subsidiary of Universal Inc.
So this is an origin story. I just realised what we're listening to now. So it says that we signed to a subsidiary of Universal Inc., which is widely regarded to be the Death Star, the all-encompassing mega organisation that basically owns the whole of music. We were signed to Atlantic and Universal in the olden days and loved every second of it. Fucking awesome.
I'm rising, and we know there's no surprising anyone with eyes and ears round here that we're all gonna sing.
I love the way that he's acknowledging the fleeting nature of the fickle finger of fame and how at some point it all goes away. It's awesome to have that understanding in your back pocket, because you can't rely on anything, especially not in the music trade.
Cutting the act is a fact. If you get your backs up at that, you won't be missed. Now we make hits.
So I don't know if this is like, is he saying, is he speaking from the perspective of somebody who is corporate and makes hits and is completely straight up about it, or is it an honest utterance about their own sort of ambitions and the reasons why they do this? I hope it's the second. I think it's the second. It has to be, really. They probably are signed to a subsidiary of Universal, because most companies are a subsidiary of Universal just by default. That's how powerful Universal is, and actually how aptly named that corporation is.
And if it's not here, we're being ironic.
Okay, so that answers my question. Is this an origin story about a band that makes hits and are determined to be successful? Or is it a sneering, snidey kind of comment on people who have that sort of corporate, ambitious ugliness about their music? So this line here says, I'm going to keep flinging shit until enough of it sticks, and if it's not a hit, we were being ironic, which is a great way to end a song like that. I love Yard Act. This is fucking awesome. And I love how straight up they're being. If it's a hit, then yay, they were telling the truth, and if it's not, then they're being ironic. That's foolproof, bulletproof. This band is built to last. Now I've said that, they'll probably split up tomorrow, but I love it. It's completely fantastic. Justin Hawkins writes again. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, watch one of these 2 videos and join the mailing list. And let me know in the comments section what you thought of Yard Act. Personally, I think they're fucking fantastic, and I hope you enjoyed it. Nice one, guys. See you on the ice. Okay.